Troy, nimesikia ama ikite kwa style extreme. Yeah, I can hear you. No problem. I am here and hopefully I pull as well. Yes. Right. Have no fear. I can do this thing. Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry, I just let the phone down a bit. I just put the phone down a bit. Yeah, I put the phone down a bit. doesn't die. But I think for sure I've the 5 members. Is this gonna be a match? I'm a disqualification. While Pixies have like until 9:45 for them to show up. stream is live. I got no idea who that is. Bas. Hugging himself in the corner. So this Tentasio is in the spot for the Pixies. Naweza mtoa? XXX Tentacion. Tunaweza mtoa ndio tuweke another Pixie player hapo. Okay, so we have all the Pixies. Okay, and we are live. Today, the 4th of August, we are having 2 debut quads battling it out under the Sports Summit series. It's gonna be a battle between man, I forgot his name. Yeah, Boyd Reapers and these other ones, Diddies. Dozen Dimes. Oh yeah, Dozen Dimes. My bad. So, Troy, what do you think is going to be the outcome of this match?
This time, the choice is mine.
Got it. So no problem. So today I will be alone. As you can see, the person who was my former cast member
Your
has
team is
betrayed me
banning.
and went back to the land of dawn, forming dozen dimes, and is now playing. Inub, I swear if you lose, I'm gonna hate on you. And for the first ban, we can see respecting collector Xavier
All
banned
who
out
dare
by
stand in my
Pixies.
way
Your
will be
team
But
is
devoured.
dozen
picking.
dimes. I don't know if that's bravery by not banning anything, or if it's just a lag thing. I guess we'll have to see with this second ban. Wait, they ban nothing. Hold on.
Where the
It's
light
actually a legal thing.
shines,
Your
flowers
team
will
is
bloom.
picking.
And it's a first pick Lancelot.
True love
Uh,
is like blood.
Mixture can actually be a really good counter pick against a Lancelot, or even a Kufra, disabling his dashes.
Light
But
me
that's
up
only
and
gonna
watch
give him a
the
small
Your
world
window.
team is
burn!
picking.
And we see Void Pixies picking up the Camilla and Xbox,
Wipe
an
out all the
explosive
injustice in the
combination.
world.
And Hector responds with a Cho. Is it a roaming Cho, or is it an XP Cho? We are yet to find out. It's a flex pick.
占ってあげようか。
And
Your
Collector
team
locks in
is
the
picking.
Kagura. I don't think I've seen his Kagura. So this is gonna be a new sight. And on the side of the Void Reapers.
The falling stars brought
Your
us here.
team is banning.
Can't remember what the other team was. Oh yeah, Crimson Knights. This Kagura has been inspired by the players of Crimson
My
Knights.
mission
With
is to
that Kagura
protect
that
Your
carried
team
the
lives.
is
game.
banning.
Oh, and we can see the Hylos has been banned out. Are they trying to target Shani out? But I think Shani's gonna go with the Belleric again. You can't go wrong with an old reliable. What is the ban? Dozen dimes saying that they want to dominate the opponent
Your
and
team
ban
is
nothing.
picking.
Time to take the field.
Your team is picking.
Mighty oaks from little acorns.
There we have it, a Belleric. And will we see an Irithel game or even a Granger from Inu?
Hush, little baby, don't say
Your
a
No,
word.
he
team is
decides to pick
It's
the
picking.
gonna
Kimi.
bring you a cold
He decides it's not
iceberg.
time to sweat. But for a debut match in another squad, we do not know how this game is gonna end. Although draft wise, it does look pretty even. The two Cho and Shani are going to be the front line. Lancelot is a dive hero, and Kimi can just shoot while moving.
Everyone has a
And
beast
Sky
within.
answers with a Masha. The backlane is gonna be evaporated with a Masha in late game. Now, as we go into game one, kindly remember, please share the stream, share it to your family, to your friends who like playing MLBB, or to those who want to begin playing MLBB professionally but don't know where to start. This is a good starting point. Also, in the charts, go ahead and place your bets. Who do you think is going to take game one in this best of three? And we see the junglers for both teams. It's Lancelot versus Amasha. This is actually interesting. Masha, the bear, belongs to the jungle.
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
And we are off to game 1.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them!
Who will take game 1? I see in the comments IQ saying Didi win easy. We might not be too sure about that, but hey, might work. And we can see Lancelot starting off the red and Marsha the blue. They're both trying to rotate. Go. Cho getting level 2 fast, and then it goes into invade the Marsha. And Marsha is relatively weak in the early game. Is it going to be a successful invade? It is a successful invade. Marsha down to 1 health bar. Will she make it out? Hector flickers in for Sky. Sky 1 HP. And Cho secures the first blood. And Kagura gets the Novaria. And here comes the Lancelot, flickered out for safety. And Dozen Dimes just stole the blue buff from Marsha in this early game. This is a pretty rough start for Void Reapers. And Lancelot goes back to his jungle, slow and steady. Clears Ricky. And I think he's gonna go on to blue. And we can see in top lane, Noob claims Destroyer. And I thought Bruno was the stronger early game marksman. And you can see back in bot again, Cho just keeping up the pressure, clearing lanes, then rotating anywhere else. And you can see a rotation up to top, going back to the Marsha. Sky. Let's run away. Marsha has no support, no mobility. And Cho has level 4, but I think it's gonna be a bit too greedy for this Novaria. Does he claim her? No. Cho does not claim Novaria. It is a good way with the dragon though, but the damage was just not there. And we can see Lancelot solo taking the turtle. Secures it. Xborg running away, already used last insanity, has no Faraga armor, and manages to get away. And Collector collects the Novaria. What's going on in this match? A lot is happening. And in top lane, you can see it's a 2v1, but nothing is happening. A lot is happening on this map. A lot of solo kills, I feel like. Marsha finally got her level 4, but Lance is already at level 5. Is he gonna go to level? He's already at level 6, sorry. The huge. Oh, Cho, going back to the Marsha. Cho. Oh, Cho almost died. Almost. Can we see the Jeet Kondo saving his ass? Almost. That was a close snipe from the Novaria. And you can see Collector camping for the Destroyer. Will the Bruno get out of position? I don't know what Soul Crusher did in mid, but it failed. Soul Crusher, Collector, just patiently waiting. The Camilla not checking the bush. Collector just carefully waiting, and he takes the opportunity. And here comes Destroyer. Destroyer gets destroyed. This is pretty one-sided. We can still see that Marsha is struggling in the jungle to clear her own jungle. She has been delayed. And Inub, almost dead, has to make a retreat. Astral Echo finds the Inub. Ooh, a close snipe. Anyway, now we are going to see the second turtle. And wow, Collector just getting killed everywhere from the map. Novaria helping out Lancelot clear the turtle. And blue team gets the turtle once again. Second, two out of 3 turtles in the game. As of now, it's 2 out of 2. Soul Crusher with 100% turtle security rate. Shani forces the retribution from Sky. Hector just being a menace wherever he can. Way of the Dragon onto Novaria. Taunts. And Hector makes it out. This is peak coordination. Playing as a unit. Oh. Collector and Shan just pulling Sky. Camilla. I don't know what's happening here in mid. A lot of skills are being thrown. And they secure the Shani. Oh, Soul Crusher. I'm sorry guys, I'm just lost for words of whatever's going on here. I can't understand what's going on. Fights are being forced, but Void Reapers are losing. They are 5,000 gold behind. They need to actually farm for a comeback to happen. You can see Inub trying to force top. Joe, Wave the Dragon, claims the Bruno. And I think top falls.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
And Void Reapers have lost all of their tier 1 towers. Up in top lane, they're trying to push deeper, but they could not take much of the turret. And now the third turtle has spawned. Will they attack it? Sky is just getting bullied at this point. But you can't let Amasha get to late game, otherwise it's going to be a problem. Collector almost collects the Novaria.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
That was a close call.
Red team hero has been slain.
Another solo kill. Down in bot. Okay, not a solo kill, but still. They're just being collected from everywhere around the map, and Soul Crusher goes for the third and final turtle. I think it's a free turtle at this point because Mashi is at bot and severely underfarmed. Hector almost caught out, but he just makes it to his team. And Sky is gonna get punished. Way of the Dragon into the turret. Sky dies. Hector falls to turret damage. Soul Crusher, I think Mr. Dash. I don't know.
Red team hero has been slain.
And the Xbox falls.
Red team turret
Mid
has
tower
been
is taken.
destroyed.
And now their tier 1 is it tier 3? The inhibitor turrets are now exposed. 8,000 gold behind. Jesus Christ. So guys, the lead is 17-4. Doesn't Dines have 8k gold on top of Void
Red
Reapers?
team turret has been destroyed.
Make that 9,000
Red team
gold on top
hero
of...
has been slain.
Yeah, 9,000 gold on top of Void Reapers. This is going to be a very hard comeback. And Cho is a damage Cho. It isn't even a tank Cho. It's not even a tanky boy. Just damage. Pure raw damage. Last Insanity did not claim anyone.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
Sorry about that was disconnection a bit. You can see a huge team fight spilling out in bot lane. Hector flickers in but finds nowhere to kick. And they push for that inhibitor turret. Mid inhibitor is gone. Collector collects the Novaria while Hector collects the turret shot. Soul Crusher running away gets claimed by the Marshal. And Kimi is just on a rampage. 7-0-4. And Collector's at 7-0-0. What a debut match we've seen so far. A Minion Wave is now pushing down top. Will Kimi push the lane or go for the Bruno? But the Bruno is kind of out of position if the Tablet says to go for him. And top inhibitor tower falls to Dozen Dimes. They are now at 12k gold ahead of Void Reapers. You can see the rest of the Dryads, but Masha survives purely from the immunity gained when she loses her health bar. Collector, yet again, collects the Bruno, but this time he cannot run away. His first death after 8 kills. And oh, Kimi, okay. You can see I just firing around projectiles. Oh, Masha almost claims Kimi, but a second skill came in clutch, able to dash over the wall. Soul Crusher. Fair enough. You can see Ainu dealing massive damage to the destroyer, and Captain Yami looking for a set. However, it's only Shani with Inu. Inu has good mobility, and Inu claims Novaria yet again. Victor dies to Inu. Inu out of position.
Legendary.
Sorry, that was a slight disconnect. Hector away of the dragon, but into the enemy's base, pushing them back in, saying do not come out until we end the game. At this point, there's not really much they can do here. They are coming back from a goal difference, but now it's at 11k. You can see Inu dealing massive damage to the enemy team. This is the late game marksman we all want to see in our ranked games, but find my enemy's team. We have the dragon from Hector, and now it doesn't pull it up. Inu claims the Captain Yami. Inu claims a maniac. Savage gonna stay in base. Fair enough. And that was game number 1, taken over by Dozen Dimes.
Victory!
Will the Void Reapers be able to come back from this? Or will Dozen Dimes claim a 2-0 lead and a 2-0 win to secure 5th place? Wait, 6th? No, one of those two. And from the damage statistics, Inub has the highest damage, carrying over 50% of the team's damage, but are we really shocked? The damage that Kimi has been able to deal alone in this match, especially in the late game, has been insane. One-tapping Victor. Even Captain Yami with Radiant Armor cannot sustain the damage that has been dealt. And you can clearly see there is a really big team difference between Void Reapers and Dozen Dimes. But maybe as we go on to game number 2. Elvic knock move. There it, network. Yes. Nice.
You're welcome, guys. I'll be joining PMN in this next and casting this next game. The comment section is looking really wild right now, and I just saw a comment by Christian Man. It was so much about commentators are really, yeah, true. And I'm here to join him. It's a pity that Apollo wasn't able to be here with us today, and Enobi's playing. Antelope says oil guys win. Who are the oil guys? Wait, I just got the reference. We're going with the DD, right? Now, Masha, stand proud, you are strong. Yeah, to be honest, Dozen Dimes really got a handle on that game just by shutting down Masha in the early game. Good rotation from Hector. That show just immediately cutting lane up top and then going immediately for the invade. Masha forced into a corner with nothing to do. But anyway, let's see if Void Reapers are going to be able to recover in this second match and in the following matches. But it's looking like a dominant display from the side of Dozen Dimes. It doesn't look like, well, doesn't seem like hopes are high, but stay tuned and see.
Because we might actually have a clean sweep or a reverse sweep. Who knows? Stay tuned to find out. Share this tweet. These are two new teams competing. The players may not be new to you, but they are two new teams. We can see a bit of what's it called? Of a roster swap from Dozen Dimes, where Shani has been subbed out by Tentacion, and Void Reaper stays the same. And welcome to game number 2. I think Dozen Dimes are going to do the same tactic. Nope. This time they are banning. And what's a better hero to ban than Nana, the annoying mage? What will Void Reapers do? Will they ban hero from the previous match? Or continue with the bans that
Sniper ready. Give me a target.
Team is banning.
As we can see, banning out the Leslie, that's not a specific ban. And Hector bans out the Barmond. Not sure if Nana and Barmond are mains of Void Reapers or if it's just trolling, but if you've seen anything from game number 1, is never underestimate anyone. We had never seen Collector's Kagura, but we have seen it and it has worked out beautifully.
Your team is picking.
Wipe out all the injustice in the world.
Picks up the toe again. Why fix something that isn't broken?
May the blood of my enemies flow from my spear.
As we can see, a main seat has been taken up. Are they predicting a Lancelot pick? And the destroyer
Bullet of
is going to pick
mine
up
is
the
a
Your
Granger.
gift for
team is
you.
picking.
Bruno failed, but Granger might be the answer. Will we see
Sir,
an
what's your
editor from
command?
Inub? Wait. Collector picking up the Fanny? I don't really know what's happening, but hey, let's just
What's
take it.
happening? He's got the jungle this time. He said,
They're trolling
I'm
again.
just gonna pick up that fan into a main sitter for some
I am
reason.
the immortal phoenix.
And
Iki.
Your team
it's
is
games
picking.
like this that you see it taking us to the third round, the tiebreaker round. Void Reapers have a cooler name than the Diddlers, so they'll win. Comment from Justin. Bad vibes asking who bans Balmond.
This time,
They do.
the
Just
Your
choice is
team
mine.
is
Who
banning.
bans Nana? Who bans Nana?
Nana can actually be a huge problem.
To me,
Your team
fun is all that
banning.
matters.
If there's a mid laner that
1-1 has
counters,
been banned.
that counters a lot of other mid laners, or if there's a mid laner that counters a lot of heroes, it's Nana, or dare I say Molina. Yeah, Minster is a good pick. Though sometimes
There's no time
This
to
is really good.
chit-chat.
Your team is
bans out
picking.
the god. Yeah, there is no respect.
They're banning out the
for Void
classic
respect.
heroes.
There's no respect for the Void Reapers at this point. Dozen times looking very, very confident. Are we going to see Inub or Tentation switch up their roles as well? Or is it just the Soul Crusher
No,
and Collector
please,
just
no.
switching? Protagonist Smurf confirmed.
Actually, yes.
All who dare stand in my way
No
shall
Max
be
Magee.
devoured.
Sky decides he's not playing around anymore. He's gonna play safe with the Hanzo pick. But how safe is he going to be against Collector? We're gonna have
Let's
to
let
wait and see.
Hanakage do the work.
The good thing with Hanzo is that you can really farm very safely. You're just farming grapes that are inside your stomach.
my dear brother.
Yeah.
Or it's pretty much like the old Hanzo. The new one,
Your
the new one
team is picking.
still isn't a pushover, though he's got some new counters as well. Ino goes for Hanabi, Captain Yami,
Let's make the
going for any
whole
tank
world
build, goes for
green
the-
and lively.
Florin pick. Interesting.
Oof,
When I look at
these
that team,
people are going to be shredded with a fun.
I'm looking at a savage worthy team. Like it's just a savage waiting to be collected.
100%.
You need some.
If
beef in
Mr.
your
doesn't
team,
set out Kingsguard early enough,
how do you play without some beef in your team?
any team fight that's gonna happen, Minster should set out that Kingsguard.
You guys don't just want to get one tapped. I mean, perhaps we'll see Vermithrax build the main sitter on a tank build. But it's a pity they left
I want to
Editor
see a
of the
damage
Joe once
point.
again, which is quite strange. I wonder why they didn't ban out that Joe. It caused a lot of problems for them in that game, but it seems like they probably want to counter. But that doesn't seem like the case looking at their picks here.
I really wanna see that damage, Johnson. Just drive into anyone, drive into the Minster, drive into the Hanzo in the bush. All out damage.
Yeah, the new Hanzo is all good, but his HP is shared. So if you kill him in his ultimate, you find the bodies are very, very vulnerable. Before, you could just find yourself at full HP.
That's actually fair. That's
But
actually a fair adjustment. That
but
makes
yeah.
I think that makes Hanzo bad.
Yeah, the good thing is that he can now get defense
Welcome
items.
to
He now
Mobile
has
Legends.
defense ultimate form.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash
And in
them.
game 1,
All troops
we can see
deployed.
Valier staying in the base a bit. He wants to marinate a bit. Oh, he's now moving. Fanny going for the blue. Will we see a Hanzo stealing a buff, or is
Hector
he
still
gonna
going for the
respect it?
cut.
Hey, you're a Cho against a Minster.
Yeah, but they're still level 1, so Cho has the upper hand at this point.
And they picked another Another weak early game jungler. Oh, Victor claimed by Soul Crusher. They picked another slow early game jungler. Do they not learn their lessons?
I'd say Hanzo is weak when it comes to the early game fighting, but what is he doing?
Yeah, Hanzo did not actually get the buff.
So, you'd think he'd pick that Hanzo in order to be able to place much safer. Just holding your buffs. I think Hanzo is more of a counter-invade kind of jungler, because you're not gonna take his buff when it's inside his stomach.
Yeah, but you really can't do much if you don't have anyone with you, like a beauty tank.
Already at the beginning, 2 kills secured by dozen times. Hector looking for another victim. Really fast on the lane clear and the rotations. He's not sticking in a lane and he's going all the way to the opposite lane. I think that leaves his tower very open to push. And he's all the way over.
He knows his job, and Granger, Destroyer, does not get destroyed. Hector flickers in, gives a jab.
Or take an objective, that whole rotation will have been counterproductive. The Destroyer manages to stay safe. Over the top, it took those guys a long time to clear that lane, and the turtle is up. But sometimes they're just looking to take down.
We can see the funny main collector doing good work.
It's interesting, the turtle is open to them, they've scared away the Void Reaper. It looks like this isn't the Void. Otherwise they'll be creeping. But anyway, seems like they're playing an away game.
Slow and steady. And now you can see Johnson is going down to bot. He's just cruising around. Will he find anyone? Will he find the Florin? He gets Florin and Destroyer. Way of the Dragon captures Captain Yami. And Jit Kundo almost captures Destroyer. Destroyer, oh, the turret.
He manages to survive. Granger turns out to be tankier than they expected. Florin is taken down either way, but is it a worthy trade? They just gave a double the maximum.
Hey, it works. At least now it's 3-2, not 3-0.
Yeah, it seems a bit more close now. Before the end,
and the goal difference is lessened.
Or perhaps doesn't Dimes tie a hand behind their back in order to make this happen, to make this a little interesting.
Hanzo was trying to beat up the Hector, but Show is a bit too tanky. Victor going into an anti push.
Yeah,
almost gets caught.
Hector's also counters the Xavier, because the weakness with Xavier is getting dived instantly. I mean, he can play at the back, but having someone just instantly pop into your face, there's nothing you can do about that. And that's why when facing assassins like Ling, Hayabusa, you find that his effectiveness is lowered. The Johnson looking for another.
They're gonna capture Victor. Victor gets absolutely obliterated. A car crash into the way of the dragon. That's not funny. This guy cannot do much. And Hector up in top. Still went to defend the lane.
Used his
Mr. You Kingsguard. So now Fan is free to do whatever she wants.
Yeah, that's true. Does he have the information? We'll have to see. But he's still taking the attack.
And we can see that there's a rotation by Johnson and Soul Crusher.
Hector is gonna have to respect that means it pick.
Oh, Granger. Yeah, Hector has to respect that. But Granger is in danger. Granger is in danger.
Is his tankiness going to help him here? Florin. Nope. It's not enough to take him down. He almost manages to take down Tentation with him, but
team
Not
turret
able
has
to.
been
It wasn't
destroyed.
now. And bot lane fall. But also top has fallen.
Finds himself in a precarious situation.
This is the first game that Void Reapers,
Playing someone like Xavier,
Void
but the
Reapers
frontline
have been able
tank
to
is
play.
Collector, caught by Vampire.
Blue team hero has
He is
been
not able to
slain.
escape that Kingsguard. They secure a tower, but doesn't times be able to take another tower over the mid lane. Sky still struggling to farm. Johnson catches them
Red team
both.
hero has been
Now the
slain.
And
destroyer.
Hanzo is running away. Sky
Will he be
run
able
away
to
in your
make it
Hanakado.
away? Actually manages to make it.
She runs. But the blue buff is gone. That's essential for Hanzo. Hector going on for the wave, the dragon onto the mid-sitter, kicks it to the wall. That massive damage.
No,
And Spanish
the longer
secures
the
the
game
blue.
goes on, the more Victor becomes a bet. But with the lack of tank, I don't know how effective that will be, because this collector, if he can execute that funny properly, he'll just be able to sweep through the backline. Sky gets
Sky.
Will he be able to get ahead, you know?
Oh, Sky.
Caught behind the enemy, but Kingsguard traps both Soul Crush and Collector. Looks like some nice bait going on there. Hector looking for the destroyer. Will be able to get him.
Perfect counter.
Nope.
I think they're gonna go back to the mid-sitter. Yep. Johnson is boosting.
Cringe
Target
as much as a
acquired.
defensive pick as a defensive pick. Lauren turns the tables. Hector finds himself where he cannot live alive. Forced to retreat. Not in a good position. Yeah, I probably should have aimed that. Or maybe I saw my own things, but Hanabi wasn't exactly behind the minions.
Not at all.
But it looks like a panic situation. Sometimes you find yourself against an attack speed maximum. You've got a skill fast maximum.
It's always good to panic.
Yeah,
You-
that panic,
even
especially.
seen-
Have you tried playing Harith against a Fed mid?
Oh no, but I will be panicking.
Killing spree.
Like
Collector,
you
collected
get
yet
rooted.
again.
That's sure. Yami doing some major healing over here.
Means he's just
Both
playing
sides.
kryptonite for fun.
Both sides seem balanced.
But
just
Collect is getting
gets
collected
double
in this
teamed.
game. Collect is just collecting death.
He's collecting deaths now. He collected enough kills before.
Oh yeah. And at least in this game, Vegeta was able to take a tower. Collector,
Destroyer barely taking any damage. I'd say that's a quite a tanky range. Playing very aggressive. That's a typical of him.
Sky goes on to the
Sky
Inub.
manages to
Falls.
catch him.
Red team turret has been destroyed. Team hero
Johnson
has
also
been
falls.
slain.
Punished for overextending.
It looks like they're holding this game. They're not out
Red
yet.
team turret has been destroyed.
They are still
Until I'm
holding
saying
strong.
Fanny just put the fries in the bag. Bad vibe. Speaking, Florin was a bad pick. She ain't meant for competition. She's got no utility. I have said that. You guys know she's got the
Blue
heals.
team turret has been
Global
destroyed.
heals. Maybe that's enough for some guys, but most of us prefer a little
Do
bit
that.
of beef. At the front line. Don't you? This Johnson's annoying. They're getting too overconfident.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, majority of the comments seem to think that dozen times are throwing the match, but like I said at the draft,
That was a
They-
good flicker from Victor.
they decided
Leaving.
to tie 100 behind their back and gets caught
Hero
out
has been slain.
somehow. I wonder how that happened. Soul Crusher
Hero
won't be able to
has
make
been
it out.
slain.
That is 3 for none.
Yeah, they are throwing.
Void Reapers now getting their ripping on.
And for the Johnson build, he has the cooler reduction boots, anti-cuirass, and fleeting time. That's all the items he has.
Is that all he needs?
No, it is not all he needs. And for the first time, dozen times
Collector
is behind
that
the
wall
goals.
spam doesn't execute it properly.
Johnson crashes into Captain Yan. Support is gone.
Captain M is still in the
Hanzo.
Roma's job at the end of that. Ooh,
Release
Hector.
Hector. Goes on to for Sky. Wave the dragon.
Just to catch.
Collect Sky.
He manages to catch Sky, but the Destroyer is still alive. Destroyer now will be a good time to retreat. 4 guys coming after him.
Oh, Johnson
crashes
rushed into Destroyer.
Tries to survive
And
as long as
he
he
is
could,
playing good.
but backup did not arrive in time.
Lord is free if they want it though.
Until I'm saying, Didi still has a long way to go, I guess. Victor, looking for a next victim. Nobody close by. Collector. Couple of misbooks. Cables. Sky
Or everything.
absorbs about ton of damage.
With the dragon, oh, but she still gets collected. That's healing.
Peak will be respected. Yes,
That's healing for the Mythica.
Sky gets stunned. Forced to use this skill. Even Sky
Collector jumps into the car
Potassium that Johnson
and Hanaji collects the kill.
just as they have
Soul
seen,
Crusher.
it's really annoying.
Oh yeah, Johnson
Like
is
you
annoying
think
you.
you have the upper hand and Sky doesn't get to do anything as well. Just
And
gets shredded.
Destroyer gets stunned.
They managed to
Stunned out of his
defend.
mind.
They managed to defend their mid inhibitor tower. But it's
Sky coming again with Hanakagi, pushed away by Valiant.
he's still standing there waiting for heals. Dozen times looking to take down this tower. Will Johnson crash onto that tower? No. Appears probably doesn't know he can damage towers in his ultimate. Or
Probably not.
he's just not
Or he
tempted.
might go there and get caught.
Yeah.
King's calling. Or is he King's guard?
Manages to get out of the way.
Johnson goes on for Sky.
Target.
Targeted.
By 10 Potassium. Perfect target. There's a lot of
Perfect assassination.
coming on from
And
both
Hanabi.
sides.
Hanabi, the team fight hero.
Blue team hero
All those
has
petals
been
just
slain.
ricocheting off each other. And both in top and mid inhibitors are out. Granger wants to run behind the Hanabi, but she's healing way too much. And it's a critical Hanabi.
There's a lot of damage, but it seems doesn't times a bit tanky. Destroyer misses. I think we'll be able to take that kill, but they must be really panicked right now.
That's a lot. And we can see bot is gonna be pushed by the minions.
Once again, Sky gets caught.
Sky,
Uses ultimate.
Sky.
He will not get the opportunity to use his ultimate if he gets caught.
Wave the dragon onto Sky.
Flo's heal starting to show.
You really couldn't do much against that.
Yep, considering there's no beef in front of this team. How did Vamukrox think he can do that against the Hanabi?
Oh, I don't even know. I don't even understand what the thought process there was. Collector
Slain.
Like
almost falls.
anyone but someone who is in need to your damage.
With the Truncheon, Sky, will Sky collect Inu? Yeesh.
Too much lifesteal perhaps.
That's lifesteal and crit damage.
The damage coming out from Victor should be able to clear out much of this. Should be able to do a lot of damage if he keeps hitting his combo.
Red team base
And
turret
Sky
has
goes
been
back for
destroyed.
Inu. But that crit damage is just insane.
Collector, it's
Funny.
saves in the fountain. Oh,
Mincitar going for another 1v1.
it doesn't seem to matter now. They
Please
finally
learn from
managed to
history.
get it. But the life still coming from Hanabi seems to be a bit too much for them to burst down instantly.
Sky
That's
gets
a
caught
hard
out just after coming back to the body.
Oh, Florence
And
manages to save Destroyer. Destroyer.
This
Shooting
Destroyer.
at Rhapsody is really good. Slayer, they are both
As you can see, Fondation just
This
recalling.
is their final defense. Manages to get
And
the dash
Redemption
shot.
has been collected.
Yeah, the late game is starting to show for Victor
It is indeed.
because those
And Florence here, that heal on Destroyer really saved him.
yeah, if Florin had a couple more beefy teammates, yeah, it would have been a significantly harder game other times. Because the
Especially
heals,
Florence and Alpha, negating that healing effect.
yeah, the heals are good, but doesn't matter if it gets busted down immediately afterwards.
I think what's good about her kit is the fact that she can negate anti-heal. Imagine on a healing based hero like Alpha or even Hanabi or even Esmeralda. If you can just go back, ooh, that's nasty.
Nob still alive, this is not looking good for them.
And you cannot hook an Hanabi with a shield up. Just say.
Now, the best bet is just trying to defend this down, but at this point it doesn't seem like
Mincita,
they just don't protect this enough.
and the kills are gonna be collected. Kai narrowly missed, and that's game number 2. It's GG. Thousand Dimes claims the victory.
DD just trying to outfarm.
Victory!
I think they were. And to no one's surprise, a Pani chocolate.
Well, they had to tie a hand behind the back in order to have a little bit of fun. That's what I say, but that's just my presumption. What do you think?
Once again, Inuk did the most damage, almost 60% of the team's damage. And Collector is going band for band with Florin in terms of damage.
21,000 damage. 14.
But
Even though it seems like the Void Reapers have a ways to go in order to be able to challenge them.
that was a really good showcase though. From both teams.
That is 2 wins for Dozen Dimes, giving them
Is
the number
GG.
5 position. We're about to start seeing Dozen Dimes climb up the ladder, aiming for that top spot. Remember, these are guys who split from TO, the 9th Order, in order to make a new squad, to start afresh and see what it's like. And it looks like they got the grit to make it to the very top. Let us see what they're capable of. Who is right above them? Who's right above them? Would that be Bloodhounds? Seems like the
Yeah, I
next
think it
challenge.
is Bloodhound. So, stay
But-
tuned. They might challenge Bloodhound soon.
That will be the match for today. Dozen Dimes take 5th place, and Void Reapers take the 6th place. As new squads enter the Squad Summit Challenges series, they have to start at the bottom and climb their way up to the summit. Now stay tuned. Catch us again here on Afro Legend Gaming, on YouTube, on Twitch, and on Kick. It's Zebra Vex. And see you later. Have a nice one.